All right, what is going on, guys? It's Bucky with Tri Waves. Welcome back to another video. And over here at my buddy Matt Down's house with TINS, and he's selling his Neptune boat that I've seen for years online, on social media, and a lot of videos, but never seen it in person. So coming over here, checking it out. Might have to buy it, I don't know. But if you guys don't already know, Matt with TINS builds the most badass custom boats on the internet, social media. So if you don't follow him, make sure to subscribe to his channel, check him out. We're gonna go ahead and walk through this boat.
What's going on, guys? Matt Downs with TINS. I built a lot of Crazy John boats, all different types of boats. I've been doing this for a decade, welder fabricator for 20 years, got a lot of experience in this, and I really enjoy doing the stuff that's outside of the box and giving myself a challenge. I'm gonna show you guys my personal boat, this King Neptune build. This is for sale. And I'm gonna give you all the run through of it real quick because this was a pretty special build. This one kind of set the bar for where I was going with the company and what I wanted to do with it. Let's get right into it. All right, so this boat right here is a 1548 well build. The well builds are by far my favorite boat of all time to build. They are lightweight and they also have a very cool hull design and they're pretty strong. Now I'm gonna show you guys what we did with this one up in the front up here. We started out with making a trolling motor mount, and this one actually has a live scope 32 on it, and then this was the first boat that I did my dual graph bridge on. Now we're missing one of the graphs off of here, but this thing works out really well. And most of the guys are running like a 10-inch or 12-inch on top and a 10 or a 9-inch on the bottom. That way they can have their live scope up front. They can have their side imaging or down scan on the other graph in front of them. It works out really well. The majority of the boats that I build are for a lot of these John boat tournament fishers. So they like to have the amenities of a full-size bass boat, but unfortunately they can't have a full-size bass boat in some of these smaller lakes around here because they have motor restrictions. So right behind that, we got a custom foot pedal tray, and this thing comes in really handy. It will keep your legs nice and fresh so you're not worried about staying like a pirate all day. And right next to that, we've got a cooler. Now this was kind of a last-minute hatch we threw in here. Just a little day box cooler, just enough to keep your drinks and your lunch and stuff like that in there. We also put another small day box right in the middle right here. Now this one is pretty cool. It's a little shallow pan. That's basically just for your phone or cold tags, pliers, stuff like that you want to have accessible, but you don't actually want to have out on the deck. So the deck that we extended on here, it comes out almost 5 feet. This is a big front deck, lots of room for standing up here and fishing and landing fish up here. Now the way we set up this deck is symmetrical. Everything is exactly the same on both sides. What we have up front on either side of this day box is a storage box. Now one on both sides of it. This one over here has the black box inside of it, and all these hatches have drain tubes inside of them. The one on the opposite side of that has an extra storage spot up in the front, and that's basically just for your life jackets or rain gear, stuff like that. Now, the way we laid this out was designed for tournament fishing, for a front and back seat boater. So we basically have 2 big storage compartments, port and starboard, and both of these are just for tackle for either a front seat or a back seat boater. You got a lot of room in there, and it works out really well having them set up like that. It kind of separates the tackle between 2 anglers. The heart and soul of this build is right here in the middle. We have a 9-foot coffin style rod locker. I copied the idea for this off of my Tracker Pro team, and it just works out sweet. I love the way the hatch comes down the face of it. It allows you to put your rod straight in instead of actually having to lay them and bend them in from the top of the boat. And it just looks really cool, man. All right, so that wraps up the whole front deck. And then we had put these side panels in here. Now the one on this side is pretty much the control hub for the whole boat. It does have a big hatch in here, got our main power. And this thing has lots of stuff going on, lots of lights, all different types of LED strips, interior, exterior. The interior is a black light, exterior has blue on it, and all the compartments have lights in them. This is a big 25-gallon live well, got lights in there too, has a flow right system in it. And we've had a lot of big fish in here. This thing has won some money in some tournaments. All right, so that gets us into the back deck. Now obviously we've got the big live well in there, and then either side we came in with a port and starboard hatch. This one is housing the batteries in here. We got 200 amp hour lithium batteries, and we've also got another Optimax battery in here. That's just for the cranking battery. This Tohatsu motor, it does have the electric tilt and trim on it, and it also has the electric start. This thing is pretty cool. It's nice for a 9.9. It's got an upgraded 20 horsepower ECU upgrade in it. On the other side, it's just a gas tank. We've got our no-code charger in there, and it's pretty much well thought out. There's not a wasted inch in the boat anywhere. This thing is loaded down with cool stuff. So the EVA foam that we put in this boat, this is an ortho deck color. It is the blue, black, and teal. It is my favorite color turf of all time. It kind of looks like a coral. It's kind of like a fish tank, gravel. I just think it looks really sick. It's also kind of a camo pattern, makes it a little bit easier to install, and it feels really nice on the feet. It's actually made by a foot doctor. All right, so we did add some headlights up on the front of the bow right here so you can see at night. And we threw 3 of these cup holders in here. We got one up front and we got one on either side, port starboard in the back. We also named this boat King Neptune. AG Wraps wrapped this boat, and the actual wrap on the outside of it is really cool. It's not only a local landmark, but it is the king of the sea. And I just think the whole design of it turned out awesome and spot on.
All right, guys, and that is a wrap. This is the most sick custom John boat. And Matt, what do you think? 10 bucks, 20 bucks?
10 bucks, man. You're almost there. It's a little bit higher.
I don't know. Maybe got to talk to the wife, but this boat is insane. I appreciate Matt doing a walkthrough for you guys. And again, if you guys aren't already subscribed to Trick Tins, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Follow him. Matt's putting out a ton of great content. And again, the most sick custom boats on the internet. Matt, what's the best way to get in contact with you?
All right, so you guys can reach me on my website, tricktinsjohnboats.com. I've got a lot of products up there. If you guys are interested in anything, send me an email. You can reach me at professionalwelding@gmail.com. Obviously, I'm on Instagram. It's Trick Tins across the board. Appreciate you guys hanging out with us today. Next time I'm gonna be out on the water fishing with Bucky.
All right, guys, I'm gonna buy it. Let's go.